Warning, I swear a lot.
Oh wow. Clam Man, please. Clam Man, stop. Clam Man, please. Hello, welcome back to Clam Man. I've been making a point of getting on this so I can go through it as quickly as possible, just because I want to see everything as quickly as possible, and it appears the Clam Man is having a dilemma. So hello there, friend, Bill Poster. Hello. The adhesive covering the poster has lost some of its sheen, but still glistens in the sun. The roller rumbles gently up and down and produces a comforting sound. The guy seems lost in thought, staring through both poster and wall. Late night with Ringo, huh? Yup, you a fan? I have no strong opinions on any matter. This guy? I say pass. Late night TV is crap. How come? Feeds the celebrity culture, bread and circuses, keep the little man focused on what their favourite actors and artists are doing. Remember a few years ago, back when King was mayor? He shakes his head. That's what happens. Corruption. You're making me feel very bad about myself, especially me. Well, I suppose a Let's Player is supposed to become well known. I'm not, so I guess I don't feel bad. I'd like to know more about your political views before I agree or disagree with you on this. I put up posters for a living. I barely scrape it together enough to make things go around. I spend all day staring at millionaires, talk show hosts, actors, supermodels who make more in a day than I do in 6 months. What do you think my political views are? I've got no clue. Enlighten me. He stops. I'd like to see some redistribution of wealth is all. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. He stops and sighs. Oh, alright, I'm just getting riled up now. I don't know, what do you think about late night TV? I don't watch it, that's it. That's for the best. Wish more people were like you then. Kind of ruins comedy too, makes it marketable for the masses. It turns into chasing demographic, turns into polarization, preaching to the choir. I think it's called clapter, jokes you laugh at because you agree with them. Anyway, I'm rambling. Did you need something? You almost done with that? Oh, I was done about 45 minutes ago. I was just looking busy. I used to do that at my job all the time. Does this count as rolling in your spare time or overtime rolling? I get paid per inch, not per hour. This is definitely spare time rolling. Why not a career change? Nah, no one would hire someone with my age, my skill. I'm stuck, bruv. I can't do nothing. What are your skills? None. Maybe start writing? You seem to have a lot of opinions on media and politics. Everyone has opinions. I can't imagine people would care about mine. Well, I mean, I didn't and don't expect anyone to care about anything I say or do on this channel, but I'm still making the videos, you know? You just gotta do it. It's just how it is. He goes back to rolling, but something has changed in his demeanour. What you suggested seems to have stuck with him. Yeah, bruh. Make your show, or book, whatever you're planning on doing. Look at that guy! I want to be friends with him. Hello, delivery guy. You can spy a few boxes left in the trunk, behind the eel sitting on the loading ramp. Mostly groceries by the look of it. Do you mean long-necked Mac Daddy here?
Martin sent you. Tell him I'm still on a break. He'll get it.
What you looking at? Just a sub I follow, mostly shitposting, but you know, the good kind. Preaching to the choir. Oh, like an online community. It's for these Let's Players I've been following. They're pretty fun, I think. Thank you for showing your appreciation to the Let's Play community. I appreciate it. What's the good kind? Inside joke memes, general talk about the community. Evil-ack, that kind of thing. Evil-ack. A very, very specific inside joke. Look it up, you're gonna love it. Is it what I think it is? Hang on. Gotta do your research. It is! I was correct! Evil-ack. The question is, did you guys make that joke in reference to Super Best Friends Play, or just to the stupid fucking spider itself? I'm curious. Anyway, there were more important things I wanted to ask about.
What about it?
Can we talk about your truck? It's a fucking piece of shit that's in the way, bruv, and you need to move it.
On break. I'll move it later when I'm off break.
I'll move you right now, and then you'll break. You just back it up a little, drive it down the road a little. I definitely could when I'm not on break. I'd be happy to then. Just relax, dude. I'll move it later. How long have you been on break? He looks at the time. Half the break. Trucker stares at the truck down the road and groans. It's still there. Weren't you going to do something about it? Get rid of it. Push it. Make the guy move it. Anything that lets me get out of here. Wait, why don't you just drive up and back up and drive around? Because this is my route. You don't deviate from the route. Maybe you could deviate just a little bit as a treat. Look, Even if I wanted to back up, there's a bunch of kids back there. My insurance doesn't cover that. No insurance covers that, I don't think. He stops. The satisfaction of making the other truck move clearly means a lot to him, but eventually continues. If you can make them move, then maybe I can back up. We'll see. Okay. Good idea. Get back to work. Okay. Fish, man. Hey, kids. I need you guys to move so that truck can back up.
You mean the Durak who's been shouting at the guy by the store?
Yes, that Durak.
Yeah. Why would we want to help him out?
You don't. Improv 0 average. Convince them to move. Is that the dice roll? Is that the update that happened today? I'm very good at this. It's not just about making it easier for the trucker. He's taking it out on the delivery guy, and he doesn't deserve that. You should tell them that. So Clam Team did change the rolling system with an actual literal D20, which seems logical. Seems like it works. I get you guys wanting to piss this guy off, but he's really bothering the delivery guy, and he doesn't deserve that. The teens look among each other, contemplating what you said. Nat looks at the truck with a sigh. Please just move for a bit, Nat. I said please.
Fine. Tell asshole that will move as soon as he starts backing up.
Thank you, Nat. You're the best. Hey, asshole. Move it. The teenagers will move. You're clear to back up. His brow furrows as he swings his head to the side to scan for the teens. They've moved out of the way, but it's clear that this wasn't the outcome he was hoping for. I don't give a fuck what he was hoping for. Sure, but I'm not sure there's enough space either way. The problem is solved. Just back up. He says nothing, just grunts at the truck by the snacky mart. Fine, guess I'll head out. Godspeed, butter delivery man. He rubs his eyes once more. This has been a horrible day. He doesn't wait for a response and instead climbs into the driver's seat of his truck. The truck starts up simultaneously with the blue one in front slowly moving in on the street, giving just enough space. Wait, what? Both trucks started up. What? Are you serious? As soon as he's passed, the blue truck backs right on up again. The delivery guy resuming both his brake and his blocking of the street. Nat, Lena, and Olaf flip him off on his way out the neighborhood and take up their positions once more. Are you kidding me? Who is the asshole here? I'm not sure. Everyone's an asshole. Look at that. No more butter truck. That guy was a dick. A lot of people seem to be, yeah. Admit, there was some satisfaction in making him back up and take the long way. Anyway, let's see what we can do with this. Something about verbal judo? I mean, you did make the guy act himself instead of changing how anyone else acted. You got 9. Verbal judo. What is verbal judo? I can't use that one. My aquadynamics is like 0. Should I quickly go and talk to the houseplant to confirm that, you know, I did fail to get it food? Because that quest doesn't appear to be finished. Maybe I could get the plant food from somewhere else. Maybe that's what the game's waiting for. If so, I'll go back to Snacky Mart. Fuck that, I want gratitude. It's just a plant, don't let it get to you. Come on, there's a joke in all this. I just argued with a bunch of food. Great, that's where we're going. End. Okay, so is that the... No, but... Maybe I should do the different line. Can I just farm this guy for jokes? I don't want to do that, I'm just curious. Funny story, I don't have anything for you. He says the same thing. Hang on a minute. Fuck that. If you could take a crack at it with high improv, that could be possible. Wait, let me rethink that. We'll try number 2 and see... Did I just get another joke? Nothing in the fridge and food fight. So I have 2 improv jokes now. Wait, can I just make my entire fucking routine be about food? I assume this is a, I assume this is a bug. That's it, yep. Fuck that. And then we'll get the intimidated by my own houseplants. Perfect. Everything scares me. Now, is that quest done? No, it's not. Well, fuck it then. I can't be hanging around doing this all day, but I may have discovered something. I'm not particularly good at bug testing, so I'm surprised I found that. Assuming that was even a bug. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I have very little knowledge in the field, to be honest with you. Some, but not much. I should check out that alley in a minute, but first, Snacky Mart. There's a plant. Well, bit scalp, can't be helped. Hi, had a slight interruption, but we're back. Hello, Martin. What's up, Martin? How you doing, Martin? You've been here before and you know Martin. You know him from way back, even. He's been in retail for ages, and he's never been particularly stoked about it. The Marlin clerk exerts a faint smile from behind the counter. Welcome to Snacky Mart. We sell stuff. Oh, hey, man, what's up? His expression relaxes, and he goes back to alternating between daydreaming and tapping on his phone. Slow day, huh? He groans, rubbing his temples. I'm losing it. I need to get out. I'd even take my old job back. For a moment, it looks like he's about to say something, but he stops and shrugs. You used to sell knots, didn't you? Knots? Yep, rope and knots. Man, I can't believe I'm looking back on that fondly. You ever feel stuck? Like you're not getting anywhere? Preaching to the choir, my friend. Preaching to the choir all the time. Still at the mayonnaise company, huh? I'm technically getting into stand-up comedy now, actually. Getting them to laugh with you, huh? I did that back at the shop. I used to joke about it and I'd say we can't all be winners when I told people I worked in a rope and knot shop. And how did that go? It was funny, mostly. People liked the joke. But I guess when you keep telling jokes about yourself, it gets kind of hard to see yourself as anything other than that. For what it's worth, I don't think you're a joke. Oh, I'll be honest, dude, it's not worth a lot coming from a comedian. Still, thanks. I'll let you get back to work. I don't think I can buy things. I don't have any money. There's goods. Usual essentials. Assorted snacks. The place is called Snacky Mart. What about a magazine? Mostly travel magazines. A few about hobby train sets. These all seem non-useful. Delicious. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Delicious Time gift cards for frozen goods. Delicious Time. I bet it is. Is that a Super Best Friends Play reference? Because I've seen... This might potentially, if I'm reading this right, be the third one I've seen so far. That could also just be a Way of the Samurai 4 reference, but I'm thinking it might be Super Best Friends Play. I've got your number, Team Clam. I think I know what's going on. There's a guy in that fridge. Window's pretty frosted, it's hard to see inside. There's nothing in this fridge. I know this for a fact. You are so right. So right. You should share this information with people in the general vicinity. Yes, I will. I am so right. So right. See you, Clam Man. I'm on my way to be right. Hey, Martin, did you hear about how right I am? Check this out. Gonna blow your mind with how correct I am. His expression relaxes. There's nothing in the fridge. I think there's a bunch of stuff in the fridges, actually. Doubt. I would love that meme to remake. I might even see if I can do it. Just take Clam Man's little picture here in the bottom left and just add doubt. I'm tempted. Doubt. I'm telling you, dude, I stock those fridges. There's stuff in there. Doubt. There's definitely stuff in it. There is? Yeah? Milk, soda, drinks, some food, and a dude. There's a dude in the fridge? Yeah, there's a dude in the fridge. He scratches his head. I'm surprised you didn't notice. I saw you staring right at it. Everything I know is a lie. I'm pretty sure you know more than the contents of the fridge, or lack thereof. Go check it out for yourself. I'm gonna go investigate. Thanks, Martin. You have opened my eyes. Gumballs? You remember the feeling of biting down on a gumball as a child, wondering if it would crack before your teeth did. Clam Man has teeth? Window's pretty frosted. I heard there is something in the fridge. Alright, jig's up. You got me. You're such an observant investigator. Yeah, you couldn't fool me. Yeah, you're way too smart for me. There's a person in the fridge. Cold enough for you? Ah, I'm a comedian. You hear something being shuffled around near the pores. Actually, no, it should be about 3 degrees colder. Go get Martin to turn down the temperature again. He turns back to his work, wherever that is. I'm Luther, can I help you with something? Be honest. Did Martin trap you in the fridge? What? No, if anything, I had to convince Martin to let me stay in here during the night. But why? I'm a journalist. I do journalism. I report the news mostly. Well, I say news, but oftentimes it's just filler. No, I don't mind admitting that. Filler makes the world go round, I'm sure you agree. If the filler is killer, it's certainly thriller, but otherwise certainly not. But if the filler is thriller, it's no longer filler. If a filler is killer, it becomes a top biller. Outrhyme this fool. Fork, bork, talk. Filler can be good, but only if the top bill of content is more really gooder than it is supporting of the gooder stuff. Right. You okay there? Did you have a stroke? No. Yeah, I feel like out of the two of us, you're in the worst place right now, and I'm in a fridge. So is there something you needed, or, you know, can I get back to work? A journalist, dude. How's life in the fridge? Let's find out. Chill. Chill. A journalist, you say? I might have a scoop for you. If I had a cent for every time someone told me that. But sure, go ahead. What's the story? My friends are opening up a comedy club here in Snacky Bay. That's right. They're my friends now. We've had one conversation. They're my friends. For the first time, Luther's typing stops, his gaze becoming more attentive. Huh. Actually does sound like news. He looks down at the time, then right back up at you. I have 5 minutes right now. Quick interview. You and me. Oh, okay, sure. Great. Let's do this. First of all, what's your name? Jacques Cousteau. Right, you sure about that? Did I stutter? Jacques Cousteau. Got it. Okay, Jacques Cousteau. What do you do? Oh god, what do I do? Alright, take it easy. We can figure this out. No need to panic. Alright. How do we solve this? Well, let's backtrack. What was the last thing you did today? Worry about death? Worry about your own death or death in general? I mean, we're all gonna die. Alright, we can work with that. Did you hear me? I'm not sure how well my voice carries through this door. I asked, what do you do? I'm a comedian. Really? Alright, if you say so, I suppose it makes sense considering what you're plugging. So, a comedy club. Why? Snacky Bay doesn't have a comedy club. Supply and demand. Oh, so this is very much for profit, very much in line with modern comedy, isn't it? I don't like you. You're right, but and you are the owner of this club? No, it's run by a group of comedians. Run by the community. Not worried this might end up being an exclusive ordeal? I think the shows and performers will vary. There'll be something for everyone. Compromise Club might be a good title. Oof. Alright, that's about it. Anything you want to add? It's gonna be the funniest place in all of Snacky Bay. He's not listening. Alright, I'll run this past my editor and it'll be up in a bit. You already wrote it? It's not a 2-page spread, it's a notice about an opening. I could literally write this with my eyes closed. Oh, is that all you need? Yep, now if you don't mind, I've got some work I need to get back to. Luther reclines back into the fridge, his face dimly lit by the blue screen of his laptop. But why is he in the fridge? Does it matter? Come on, let's go. I've already got... How many jokes do I have again? Like 5? Alright, so to keep you guys up to date with what I've been doing, I've been wandering around. Like, there's not a huge area, either because it's the first day or it's just generally, you know, it's all being kept quite compact. I couldn't find any more quests, and I couldn't find a number 1 on the MMES scale. It's distinctly possible that these things are designed for future days, or maybe I'm an idiot and I just couldn't find them. But even that's fine, because there would be no point in me doing this video and showing you everything. You gotta try this one out for yourself and see what you can find, you know what I mean? But we're gonna hand in to these guys, tell them that we reported to that journalist and got an interview, and tell them we've got our 3 jokes, and we're gonna do some stand-up. Triad, talk to me guys, what's going on? Clayton greets you with a friendly smile. How are things coming along? Got the word out, just came back from an interview. Edna lifts her head. Wait, really? That was surprisingly quick. Who did you talk to? You won't know him, but he's mustard. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. She turns to her colleagues, who both shrug in response. But as long as it's a journalist or someone with reach, that's fine, that's good. It is a journalist or someone with reach, right? Mustard. Edna stares at you, and then over your left shoulder. She dances an expletive on the tip of her tongue for a few seconds, then looks back at you. Fine, but you better be sure about this. Mustard. She cuts you off. I get it. Clayton claps his hands together. That's good enough for me. Great job, dude. Hopefully that'll give us the boost we need. Mustard. Let's hope so. Either way, thanks. Al gives you a thumbs up and leans in. What about your routine? My what? Your jokes? The 3 jokes for your show? Oh. What did you think we meant? Oh, never mind. I've got my set. I'm ready. Cool, we're just about done here too. You haven't moved. We did. We just take breaks. Responsible breaks. We're pretty much all set up. Spotlight is up. PA system works. Bar is stocked. Fingers crossed. We're going through our sets. Workshopping jokes. What about you? How do you feel about your bits? That's personal. Couldn't say. I haven't exactly tried them out. Understandable. Yeah, can't blame you for that. You've had less than a day to come up with an entire routine. That's not easy. That's a recipe for disaster for sure, you're right. Clay, there's still some stuff to do. It's not like we can sit back and do nothing until the show starts. After thinking things over, Edna declares, one of us can go. She looks at Al and Clay for approval. The two can handle the rest. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Alright, so who goes? Now, who do I want to show me the ropes? I like you, Al. Al, think you're up for it? Let's see what you got, buddy. As he starts scooting out of the booth, he continues. Besides, these two need to start pulling their way anyway. Bitches. Bite me. He grins back. Bark, bark, little doggy. He turns back to you. Let's get started, man. The two of you make your way to the green room and go over your jokes. It takes a while, but eventually you manage to turn the jokes into actual bits. Go you. The opening draws near. You hear the rumbling of chairs and a sea of voices pour into the club. Guess people found the spot after all. He's like Big Mentor Clam, although I think he's supposed to be a whale, and Little Clam. After reworking and rewriting some of your ideas, Al takes his cap off. It almost feels like a sign of release, like a firefighter removing his helmet after making it back safely.
Looking forward to your set, man. Let's go over the basics one more time.
Okay.
Soon as you get up there, you hit him with a good one. Don't overthink it. Go with your gut and a joke you're confident with.
So you start off strong. How exactly do I tell these jokes, Sensei? You've got a decent repertoire for a first timer. Just pick the ones you think will work best and hit the audience with them. He looks up at the clock again. Alright, time's up. Ready for your first show? As ready as I'll ever be. Ain't that the truth? You sound less nervous than I was on my first time, if that helps. Remember, keep it tight, keep them laughing. We're rooting for you. Stoically nod like the groundbreaking comedy warrior you are. I'm actually genuinely kind of nervous. Can I check my phone? Can I just leave? I can't leave. I'm not allowed to leave. Go on, Clam Man, make your escape. Okay, you can't do it. Alright, let's go. Sounds and blurs of light pass by. The crowd is murmuring and chattering, and from your position backstage, you see the microphone cradle in its holder atop the stand and a spotlight beaming over it. The corrugated metal glistens like polished silver in the light, like a trophy or some long-forgotten precious artifact, only now to be discovered. It looks intimidating. It does, doesn't it? Almost like a weapon, and somewhere out there's at least one artist or performer claiming that it is. Tell me more about the crowd. If you sneak a peek through the curtains, you can spot the triad sitting in the booth to the right. They keep a watchful eye over the club, like first-time parents watching over their newborn child. In the front row, you see Pete. Something is written on his shirt, but it's hard to tell from where you're standing. It's clearly discernible that he's incredibly excited, though. Just a quick glance at the audience tells you that people seem to be in a good mood. If anything, they're waiting for the show to start. Alright, let's go. Step out on stage. Oh god, my best friend's on stage! Oh, Pete, you're up. I'm going to greet the audience, but keep it very short. Hey, everyone, you're great. Wow, what a terrific audience. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Let's get the show started. Clayton smiles and approves. This is how he would have started the show. Some minor cheer from the audience here, clearly eager to start the show. Pete cheers loudly. You got it! Whoa! Just do it, Pete! Say nothing, but give him a wink. Pete cheers and sits back down, eagerly awaiting your first joke. Alright, Chief, what's your first joke gonna be? Alright, so we've got Everything Scares Me, which is self-awareness. Improv heavy. Detection. Food fight. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with nothing in the fridge. Go on to, So, I'm gonna go on to Everything Scares Me. And then end with food fight. That's my plan. There's nothing in the fridge. You know when you walk into your kitchen and open the fridge door? When you know there's nothing in there? The audience is listening as if it were any old joke, but among the triad, raised eyebrows and worried glances are given. This is an old, tired trope. You should do your best to subvert it. Make the nothing in the fridge joke funny for the first time ever. Oh, you know what? Safe is okay too. Shameless safety hack. What's the deal with that? Oh no, there's not much reaction among the crowd, positive or negative, but there's a collective sigh of disappointment among your peers. Well, I just checked, what am I, stupid? Not much in the way of laughter. Ow, this is physically painful. The audience seems to be contemplating your question. All three of them are making a very conscious effort to not make eye contact with anyone. Alright, this one bombed, let's move along. Alright, fellas. Everything scares me. This will be the one. This will be the one. I'll admit it. I'm terrified of everything. Some heads are turned, and some laughs are scoffed. Some even think they seem to think they misheard you. The Triad, however, seems intrigued. It's an interesting, unexpected setup, and they're curious to see where you take it. Take it somewhere funny. Please, dice! That's a success! Okay, we can work with this. Let's start with the most logical first result of those fears. I'm scared of everything, and that terrifies me. Not much in the way of laughter, apart from a few scattered ha's across the room, but you have their attention. Ow, ha. I feel pressure in my soul. And the thing that scares me most is still spiders. And I realize how ridiculous that is. Aneurysms exist, planes can crash, I might get mobbed and killed on my way home tonight, and statistically a few of us will. But if I see 8 legs in my bathtub, all the troubles of the world fade away. There is only one enemy, and all others pale in comparison. I should get a spider, a pet spider. That way, whenever I'm worrying about death, I can take him out of his cage and just worry about him killing me. I'm trading like 100 fears for one. I'll sit at home worrying about losing my job, but then I just pull out a tarantula and hide in the corner for 3 hours. Problem solved. Laughs spread out through the crowd as people are relating to your phobias, a common enough theme. It's a solid joke, but Al chuckles a little more. He seemed to enjoy the observational comedy. Good job making fun of yourself, Chief. This one seems to have worked well. Alright. It's the grand finale, food fight, which for me was honestly, I have to say, I think this was the highlight of the game just because of how fucking ridiculous it was. This is why I've saved it for last. Let's do this. Let's just make, improv heavy, which is what I'm supposed to be good at. I want to talk about my relationship with food, because we all have relationships with food, right? We all think about food and make it and cook it. I've thought about it a lot lately and I've come to a conclusion. Nail the premise. Please? Critical success. Natural 20. Relationships with food are short, fleeting, and only serve to pleasure and sustain you. Food is a one-night stand. Grins and chuckles spread throughout the audience. You've piqued some interest. You've caught the attention of the Triad as well, and especially Clayton seems to be interested to see where you take this. Think about it. If you're having wings, you're literally picking up chicks. You take them home. I never eat out anyway. You have some wine, maybe you cook. A few ladies in the front laugh a little louder at that part for whatever reason. And then, after a moment of passion, they're gone. It's almost like the food is using you. You pretend to be crying on the phone. The pizza from last week said he'd call, but he never did. There's an eruption of laughter throughout the room. This one did well. Good job, Chief. You nailed this one. What's next? I mean, that's the end of the set. That's it. That's your slot. Wrap it up. Thank you, Snacky Bay. You've been a terrific audience. Some applause and a few cheers. Nothing major, but appreciative. Pete gets up cheering. Yeah, you did it. That was awesome, man. A few people in the crowd around him laugh, but he doesn't care. He's just really happy for you. Pete is the best. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Pete doesn't say anything, but pumps his fist into the air in triumph. Walk off. You make your way into the shadows backstage. Considering I bombed the first joke, that went quite well. Ending on a nat 20 helped, I think. After you get off stage, the night seems to pass in a flash. Moments flow and fade into an existence and memory. Pete congratulating you in his typical excitable way, the performances of the Triad following your opening, chuckles and laughter. Before you know it, the night is over, the club starts clearing out, and Clayton ushers you outside along with Edna and Al. Al, it's not AI, why'd my brain go to AI? The mammoth is still there. The quiet cold evening in the alley behind the Poseidon is a welcome contrast to the noisy heat of the club's interior. You, along with your newfound peers, step outside with drinks in hand. I don't have a drink. My hands are empty. Clayton takes a long swig from his glass and rests his entire weight against the railing. Inhale, exhale, and a smile on his face. After making his way down the stairs, Al plops down on the trunk of the alleyway mammoth and lifts his glass to toast the giant. Edna swings herself on top of the railing in one fell swoop, dangling and clanking her feet against the balusters as if controlling bursts of excessive energy. The Poseidon survived its first night. Morale is good, a toast is made in a relaxed, muted manner. It's obvious that for some, a giant weight has been lifted. Some comments and feedback are shared, and eventually eyes are on you and your set.
Well, how does it feel?
I bombed the first joke. I thought I was going to die. I feel amazing.
Hey, that's awesome, dude. Glad you had a good time. Exciting being up there, isn't it?
He takes another swig. It was exciting.
Can't wait to get back up there again, huh?
What about your set? How do you think it went?
Oh. Could have gone better. The first joke was an issue. You know what? You did pretty great. Ah, good old Al. I counted one joke that didn't land. That's pretty impressive for your first time. That's awesome. No joke. Ha. Yeah, hats off. Good job, dude. He lifts up his glass for a toast. Cheers are made and swigs of various beverages are taken. Morale is good.
And for the record, I think you'll fit in great here. You seem like a good guy to me.
He lifts his glass approvingly. You seem like a great guy too, Clay. Thanks.
Glad to have you on board.
I agree with Clayton. Glad to have you on board. I like your style, and I like your jokes. That's an A in my book.
Al, you'll always be something special. Al, you're a whale of a time.
Ha!
Is this what it's going to be like? 2 L's?
Look, I'm gonna be a little bit of everyone.
You love it.
Whatever. I'm not all mush-mush like these two softies. I've got my eye on you, Clammy.
That's racist.
One wrong move, and I'm stealing your shoes and filling them with pudding.
She's only half joking, but she's just as happy to have you on board as me and Clay.
He looked down at his shoes.
Yes. Thanks for all your help.
Somehow the squinting intensifies. It's one of the squintiest squints you've ever experienced. What's your favorite kind of pudding? Chocolate. What's yours? Revenge. She snorts and tries to stifle a wide smirk. Touché. More toasts, more cheers, morale is good. Flashes of the horror lived on your first steps on stage are dimmed and muted by a newfound sense of belonging. A secret society, a ragtag gang of outlaws paving their own way. Feels pretty good. So dude, ready to do the same thing tomorrow? One tiny thing though, usually we work on sets for ages, years. Al draws circles in the air, rewriting, reworking. It usually takes a long time until you have a set you're happy with and that consistently lands. We want to do new material, every single night. I have to come up with a brand new routine every single night. We know it's not ideal, it's tough and it's going to get tougher as we go. But we have faith in you, and tons of material for ourselves to use. She's messing with you, we're all going to do the same thing. But we really do have tons of material for ourselves to use. If you want to keep going, you've got a spot here at the Poseidon every night. Hell, if you want to take more part in running the club, that would be great too. Promos, interviews, podcasts, she shudders, maybe even talk shows. What do you say? You son of a bitch, I'm in. One last cheer, morale is good. You listen as the last few guests leave the club, laughing and loudly hailing cabs, a siren wails somewhere in the city. A message from Pete buzzes in your pocket. That was so cool, dude. Had to leave because work tomorrow, but let's get some breakfast tomorrow morning, alright? Best friend breakfast, let's go! Guess you're a comedian now, huh? Do you feel prepared for your new life? I'm excited. I don't know if I'm prepared. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But we won't see soon. Because this is the end of the demo, I'm afraid. We're gonna get a little credit sequence? Yeah, Marifras. Music by Martin. Good job, Martin. The music's great. Voice cast. I just want to see if I recognize any of these people, but I'm not big on voice actors, like knowledge of voice actors, so... Tom Schalk sounds familiar. I do love the music though. Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed Clam Man 2 Open Mic. The full game is currently in development and the final product will feature more days, more quests, more shows, more characters and more jokes. That is exactly what I would want. Frankly, that's all I ask for. If there's one thing I would want from the finished product, it'll be more of what's here. If you had fun with the game, please leave a review and or a rating. We'd love to hear your feedback. I think making a Let's Play of it is a glowing Let's Play, no less. I've been very complimentary of this game, and it's been fully earned. Exiting the credit sequence just completely kicked my entire capture in the dick for some reason. I didn't click anything, I didn't do anything, it just died randomly. I'm not even recording anymore, I'm just recording on my mic and camera, so I guess this will be full screen now. This game is awesome, I don't know why it's not getting more attention, as it were. It should get all the attention. The writing is like A+. Music's nice, the characters are creative and enjoyable, the art, the visuals are lovely. And it's a free demo. Anyone could LP this, and they should. And you at home should play it, because there's a lot I didn't show you. Not due to choice per se, but because of the path I took. Which, you know, there are multiple, like, most of the beats are the same in the sense that you will be getting a repertoire of jokes and trying to get an interview for the club for this first day. But the ways you get there, and the way you talk to people, and how you solve problems, varies greatly. I was told that, like, that whole situation with the fridge, I was one of the few people who managed to get it to go that way, completely accidentally, but that implies, and from what I could tell from that scene, there are many different directions that that scene could go. Maybe you'll even feed your house plant. I don't know, I didn't manage it. But that was Clam Man 2 open mic, everyone. I might go play Clam Man 1, because I don't know when the full release of this is going out, because the release date on Steam states it will be ready when it's ready, which is a good mentality to have, because I don't want this to be rushed out at all. I want this to be top quality when it comes out, for sure. But I might go back to Clam Man 1 and just compare that with this and see what the differences are, you know? It'd be interesting for me. But I make no promises, I've got no money, so buying games is difficult. I don't even know how I'm going to afford Headliner when it comes out, but I'm going to find a way. I'll find a way to make it happen. But I'm rambling. I digress. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever happens next time, and it might be Clam Man 1, or I might come back when Headliner releases. But whatever happens, I will see you there. Doodles. Goodbye. Goodbye, Clam Man. I love you.